you probably can't quite get the scale of the back of the boat at the moment, but it's like an aircraft carrier back here. It's absolutely enormous. All this aft deck behind the helm stations. We've got our nice new shiny stainless steel seating and railing for the back of the cockpit. So there's teak slats that run all the way along the sides here, and then at the very back itself they've got a gate here, because obviously the passerelle will run out from here. We've got an electric passerelle that comes out from the back of the boat. In the centre there's a gate that folds down that becomes a ladder, so you can step down onto the bathing platform at the back. And the other side's a mirror image. So this just follows around. We've just not got the forward section in yet, because that's obviously an access ladder or all the guys can get on off the boat. But the actual aft deck itself, obviously got our glass table here for all the fiberglass. But this is all lovely laid teak decking, where we're going to, like I said, we're going to replace all the caulking in here. So once all the deck gear comes off, they can run a sander over it to take it back to its lovely original colour, and then they're going to scrape out all the caulking, which is all the black caulking in between the planks, and then put some new caulking in. And all the winches will come off, they'll all be stripped down. All these blocks, these will all be taken apart. They're all free running at the moment. They'll all be taken apart, stripped down and cleaned. It's covered in dust at the moment. Smaller blocks. So they'll all be stripped down, cleaned. All the tracks will come off. All the pad eyes. There is talk of having some party lights in the edge of the gunnel on the boat. So at night time, when we're in marinas or when we're at anchor, we can light up the side decks so people can see their way around quite happily. Got rope storage lockers here, so these are for the sheets. So when the sheets are off the winch, they run through and you can keep them all tied in out the way in their storage lockers. We've got the vents here, these are for the engine room, so it sucks in fresh air and it exhausts all the hot air from inside. We've got Raymarine instruments going in, so we've got the I-70s going in this pod of 4 up here. And we've got a little Axiom plotter display going in here, as well of course of all the displays that are going onto the helm unit. So twin helm, carbon fibre wheels, and we've got these two stations, one each side, and they'll have a mirror image of hydraulic buttons, all the hydraulic controls. There'll be a plotter in each of them, so I can see the radar, all the wind speeds, wind instruments, boat performance instruments. All that will be displayed in front of the helm. There's a half-ton sliding door. The actual door is a curved structure that electrically slides across over the hatch, so that's off the boat at the moment. We don't need that on board. We've managed to open one of the windows, and there's one each side. See, the other one's shut at the moment, so everything's covered in thick dust. It wasn't quite this dusty when I was here the other day, but obviously where they've been sanding the hull downstairs, a lot of the dust has come up here. Even though it's partially open to the elements, the dust is still accumulating. There's an awful lot of it. So the chain plates, they're original. The winches, again, like all the other deck gear, all these winches, all these blocks, all these pad eyes, they'll all come off. They'll all be cleaned and polished. The switches for the winches will be replaced. The winches will all be stripped down and cleaned. We've got the new stanchions have arrived, so they've gone in just with their plastic covers on. So we get in there. It's coming together piece by piece. A couple of guys in here doing some passing. So yeah, so this is just this is going to be I think a grey tank underneath the bunk just in here, and the guys are just rolling some more glass over the stringers and the frames to build all those back up. And as we go further forward, we've got our sail locker, which is a timber store at the moment. And then right at the bottom down there is where the bow thruster is going to go. A lot of the hydraulics distribution board is up on this bulkhead back here. It's obviously hydraulics for the staysail. The forestay obviously fits on the end of the bowsprit. We've got our chain locker in here. This is our chain locker. A lot of stainless steel chains going to go into there. And yeah, we're getting there bit by bit. Still a long way to go. But launch day, we're still looking at hitting the water, I think sometime around the end of August, and then it's what we do with the boat, whether we fit the mast where it is now, we put it in the water and then fit the mast here, or whether we motor the boat up to Ipswich, to Fox's where I was this morning, and we fit the mast at Fox's Marina. It's just a case of whether we can ship the mast to here or not. Ideally, it would be good if we could ship the mast to the marina here, because then the guys can carry on working inside and everything's on site. Otherwise, we'll have to take the boat away to Ipswich, closer for the riggers, but then it slows us down carrying on working on the boat, and we'd have to keep taking people away from the yard and moving people up to Ipswich so they can carry on fitting out the inside, which is where we'll go next.